Hello everyone, Colmatt here. Now today I've had a few questions about how to get the pirate hood that I always wear in all my videos, so today I'm going to be showing that off. And in order to get the hood, all we're going to want to do is hop in our ship and head out into space. Now that we're out in space, all we're going to want to do is start pulsing. Now there is no time limit as far as I know on this, so you should be able to do this right away. It is a random event though, so you're at the will of RNG as to whenever you will get this event, but I would say just pulse for a little while, and if you don't get anything, exit the pulse, try again, maybe even go to a new system. Eventually you will get it to spawn. And as you can see, we have the anomaly detected, so we're going to go ahead and exit our pulse, and you'll know it's the right event once you see the crest solar ship. So we're going to go ahead and answer this emergency broadcast, and from here it's going to tell us exactly where we need to go for the next part. And I haven't mentioned it yet, but the mission that we are looking for is going to be called Under a Rebel Star. That's just in case it doesn't automatically mark it. Now that we are in the system, all we're going to want to do is head to the skull icon. And now that we have landed on the target planet, all we're going to do is pull out our sweeper. Now if you're not familiar with the target sweep, as you can see it's pulsing to the right, that means we need to turn right. Once it's flashing like that, it means that we're centered. And then if it's flashing to the left, that means we need to turn left. So we're going to go ahead and head to this marker. And we are approaching on the marker now. It is a crashed ship. In my case, it's a hauler. Now, it is going to be a randomized ship for you, but you will actually be able to keep these ships. So, if you have a free slot, go ahead and claim it. But what we are mainly here for is going to be the distress beacon. So, we're going to turn around and talk to this. And you guys can pause the video and read this if you want. I'm going to kind of just skim through this really fast. So, we're going to go ahead and recover the cockpit recording. And again, it's a lot to read, but if you want to pause the video, go ahead and read it. Alright, so we're going to take the rendezvous beacon. Once we accept the coordinates, it's going to send out some corrupted sentinels. We just need to go ahead and take these out, and this was the last one. I already pre-cleared out the rest. So we need to go ahead and deploy the rendezvous beacon now. And as you can see, now we have another location marked. It looks like it is in the same system, just off of the planet, so we're going to go ahead and head there now. Now, these are all going to be marked by the same icon, the skull, so if you ever get confused or if it swaps markers, just know that you are looking for the skull. Because sometimes this game is a little weird and it likes to swap your current objective. Just go back in and swap it over. And this is going to look a little confusing because you can see there is no planet out here. What we were looking for is a deep space occurrence. So once we get to this location, you can see we have 15 seconds. Once we make it there, we're going to exit the pulse and you will see what happens next. So it automatically pulled me out of the pulse. You don't have to worry about an event popping up. You just wait until it automatically pulls you out of the pulse. And you can see we have some pirates we need to go ahead and take out. Now, if you have your squadron, they're going to help out with this. Again, this is a new save, so I think I only have one pilot in my squadron, or maybe not any at all on this particular save. But let me go ahead and take these guys out, and I'll show you the next part. And now that these ships are defeated, we're going to go ahead and activate a scan through our starship. And we have a broadcast coming through, so we're going to go ahead and answer this. And again, I'm going to let you pause and read it if you want. So we need to follow the voice of freedom now, and this is going to mark us another location. So we're just going to go back to the planet we originally were on. And now that we are re-landed back on the planet, again, we're going to hop out and start our sweep. And it is going to be an observatory, so if you were in space or if you haven't landed yet, you can just go ahead and scan for this, and if there's one close by, it'll go ahead and mark the location, so you can just skip the whole sweep process. Sorry guys, I just now realized I didn't commentate over this part right here, but all you would have had to have done once you made it to the observatory is you're going to walk to the back for the beacon, and you're going to speak with it. It's going to look something like this. In my case, it's as soon as I walked in the door, so just look for that, and then it's going to give you some dialogue, and you're going to have a chance to accept the invitation. But from here, all we're going to do is head off into space. Once we are in space, we are going to pull up our inventory and we're going to look for the ticket to freedom. So we're going to go ahead and accept the invitation, and it's going to mark us a location. And if the video thus far has been helpful, please give me a like. I would really appreciate it. Now that we have the location marked, we're going to pull up the galaxy map because we do have to go to a new system. Don't worry though, it shouldn't be too far away. It's normally going to be just one system over. And now we're in the target system. You would have known it was a target system beforehand, 1 because it's marked, and 2 because it was a pirate system. So we're going to go ahead and just head straight into the outlaw station now. Once we are landed on the outlaw station, we're just going to start speaking with the people on the station. Now, as far as I know, it doesn't really matter who you talk to. You're just going to want to speak with 3 separate people. So we're going to go ahead and speak with this Viking warrior here now. And now let's see if we can find one more person. Now, the merchants do not count as far as I know. I'm actually going to test that out real fast just to see. Yeah, so you can't speak with the merchants. You need to speak with any of the random people that are just standing about. So I've spoke with 1 Viking, I've spoke with 1 Korvax. Let's go ahead and just speak with the Gek. Again, it is not necessary. You can speak to only Korvax, only Viking. It's however you want to do it. So we're going to ask him as well about the voice of freedom. And wouldn't you know, there actually is a first time for everything, guys. I thought it was only 3 people we had to speak with, but we have to speak with more. So I was wrong. By the way, that was a joke. I'm not that hot-headed. So we're going to go ahead and just continue speaking with different people. This part seems very, very repetitive, and it is. But you can see now we have the Shroud of Freedom, or the Pirate Hood, as most people like to call it. And if you want to go ahead and equip that, we're going to go ahead and head over to the Appearance modifier. And I forget where it's at in these systems. Everything changes. So let's see if we can find that. Okay, hopefully you're not dumb like me, but it's right here in the back corner. I don't know how I missed that when I just circled around, but it's right here. So we can go ahead and head into the Appearance modifier, and you do have to be on the Anomaly race in order to even equip this. We're going to go ahead and go ahead, and it's going to be the very last one, so you can see it there. And I have had a few people ask as well about the cape. If you don't already know, all you're going to want to do is go down to Backpack, and you will already have some capes down here. So let's see, we have the Flowing Cape, and we also have the Outlaw Cape. Now, I believe the Outlaw Cape was a cape you had to get through a expedition, so unfortunately, if you don't have that, you won't be able to equip that unless you go through a means of exploiting to get it, or hopefully Hello Games will eventually go through and they will give us the expeditions pack. If they do, I will be letting you guys know as soon as I see any sort of confirmation on that from Hello Games or from the community, so definitely stay tuned for that. But there you go. Now you can see we're going to go ahead and save this, and we have ourselves the Pirate Hood. So definitely stay tuned on the channel. I've had a few people ask as well about the rest of the armor I wear in my main save, which is the Pink Pirate. So definitely stay tuned. I will be doing an armor showcase for that if you're interested. And if you want to go ahead and continue the mission, there are still a few little extra parts. But if you were mainly here for the Pirate Hood, this is where you would get the Pirate Hood. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like. If you enjoyed the content on the channel, definitely consider subscribing. It helps me out in a million different ways. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.